Hey guys, it's me, Unemployed Zoomer. I was looking for an article regarding healthcare in America, uh, seeing what's going on in the news. We got the midterms coming up. See what's going on just with healthcare, anything big happening. To my surprise, it wasn't even mentioned. Probably because of the economy right now. Economy usually overcasts a huge shadow on all the other issues, but this article is reading Republicans are keeping healthcare at arm's length. Article saying they're pretty much vague. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about any social issues or safety net issues because rugged individualism. You're supposed to pay for your own healthcare. They see people who can't afford it as leeches, welfare. And we know how Republicans think about people who accept welfare. So, this article is going over 77% of Democrats say healthcare is very important to them. And what they mean by that is 77% of Democrats want universal healthcare. No more private nonsense, private insurance. Look at this. But just 43% of Republicans care. Republicans don't care. They don't give a you know what when it comes to healthcare. Neither do the voters. They they say just go scratch. Eat a little healthier, even though you can't afford good food because we support a low minimum wage, but that's another issue. So we've got Democrats are the only party in this country that care about people. And they're not even good at it most of the time, but at least they even talk about healthcare. You've got Republicans brush it aside, get back to work. Just like during COVID, get back to work. Yep. Yeah. This is the Republican Party for you. They're not interested in helping people. They're not. Their party platform, go to work. That might as well be the slogan for 2024. Whatever clown they put up for the presidential election, just get back to work. No more make America great again. No. Why are they even saying that? They need to put what they really believe. Just go to work. Get back to the coal mines, back to the assembly lines. That's what they need to tell people. Just be honest with us. Get back to work. Or even better, they need to tell us big letters, you're filth. So they need to tell us, all of us poor people, just minimum wage, stick it. Yep. This is you've got Democrats talking about abortion right now. This is where they get into the weeds on all these issues. That's another problem. The the healthcare thing, it's not about abortion. You're never going to win on that. Where you talk about universal healthcare and somehow that's tied in with abortion, that's where you start losing people. You need to be talking about diabetics and people with cancer. And that's how you win on these issues. But then Democrats start throwing in abortion. Like, this is why nothing gets done. The energy is misdirected, it's misguided. So we really got to get the Democrats on the right track talking about issues. Minimum wage, healthcare, student loans, the three big issues. And then you win the election. Because Republicans, they don't got anything to stand up against that. Nothing. Healthcare, they don't believe you should have it. You're supposed to just you can't afford insulin. Well, guess you're on your own. Hope your body fixes itself, I guess. That's what they think. You can't afford insulin? Well, guess you're going to die in the street. Uh, but we can't pay to pick your body up, though. That'd be another government program. You're even using welfare after death. Number two, minimum wage. You need to raise the minimum wage. What are Republicans going to fight for low wages? That's electoral suicide. That's another winning issue. Student loans. We're going to promise student loan debt forgiveness. What are Republicans going to run on screwing young people? Electoral suicide. This is Democrats just don't get it. They start talking about LGBT, abortion, and this is where you start to lose everybody. You really do. You start talking about trans rights and abortion. This is why Democrats, they're not focused. Those aren't issues people actually care about. Yeah, I'm sorry, they're not. They're really not. Abortion's a little bit bigger, but the LGBT especially, like this is not what you need to be running on. Minimum wage, healthcare, student loans, free college. That connects with student loans also. Don't just forgive student loans, then have college. It will be right back in the same position. You've got to make it cheaper or free, preferably free, like every other normal country. In those three issues, you just won every election till the end of time. But Democrats, because it forces Republicans to fight up against those things. Fighting against free college, electoral suicide. Fighting for student debt and give it back to them, electoral suicide. Fighting for low wages, electoral suicide. Fighting for people to go get stranded with no health care, electoral suicide. You got to force the issue. So, this healthcare thing's just the epitome of the Republican Party. They don't want to even talk about it because they know. People will say, you know what, we're good. Because what happened after Trump got in, they lost the midterms in a huge way because of health care and tax cuts. The people punished Republicans because they didn't get a health care plan, and Republicans actively try to strip people of their health care, as they always do. And guess what? Democrats won. This is the playbook. But now they start talking about abortion, LGBT. Now they're getting destroyed this midterm. They're not even talking about the economy, wages, or anything this election. People wonder why I made a video on this. People wonder why Democrats are losing. They're talking about LGBT and abortion again. These are not issues that matter right now. Okay? Minimum wage, healthcare, student loans. You win the elect. Every time Democrats talk about that, they win the. Biden talked about that. He won the election. Now Democrats talk about LGBT, abortion. They're losing. They're getting killed right now. And this is, you gotta talk about kitchen table issues. No one's talking about LGBT and abortion rights at the dinner table. But they are talking about, is the lights gonna stay on? Are they about to have to, declare bankruptcy because of all their loans? Or are they not going to be able to afford treatment because of healthcare? That is what people are talking about. You don't go to your family event and your family reunion and start talking about LGBT rights and abortion. But you are talking about, hey, is your job paying any good? How you doing? But no one's, you don't go to the Thanksgiving table talking about abortion rights. Okay. I mean, this is the problem with Democrats. They're misguided. And the Republicans have misguided things too. But whatever party becomes the party of the worker, the poor person, that's the party that's going to win elections. Biden talked about it. He talked about good jobs. He said good $40 plus an hour paying jobs. Where are those jobs? Where are they at? I've been on Indeed. I'm looking. $40 an hour job. Ah, I'll run in my underwear to go get that job right now. Where's it at? It's not there because there are no $40 an hour jobs. So you've got no health care. You're screwed. You're screwed. Not to mention you could have health care, but no dental and vision benefits. That's another thing Republicans refused even. All Democrats have to do is say universal health care. Every American's covered, regardless of pre-existing condition. No matter what they need, you're covered. You'll get the surgery. You'll get the operation, whatever you need. Because Republicans are going to say, nope, we don't support that. And the second they do, game over. They lost the election. That's wraps. If Democrats run on saying, we're going to give you free insulin, you're covered. You don't have to worry about if you're going to drop dead at any moment. You're covered. Republicans are going to have to fight it because that's their platform. They don't believe in free insulin for kids or anybody, old people, whoever, poor people, doesn't matter. They don't believe you should live if you have health problems. They think you should just shrivel up and die because you're not working. And, a lot of the times, people with these conditions, honestly, they have sketchy employment. If you chronically have diabetic, issues or cancer, whatever it is, no fault of your own. But you're not at work all the time. You got doctor's appointments. You're not exactly the most productive member of society. It's okay. But Republicans, if you're not productive, they don't think you should be here. They think you're a leech. If you're not constantly producing whatever, in the name of capitalism, that you should not be here. You're a public leech. You're draining the system. That's how they see people. So, all Democrats have to run on, to recap, student loan debt forgiveness and free college. Those are the same deal, essentially. Number 2, minimum wage. Raise the wages. I'd say that's probably number 1. Number 2 is then healthcare. The minimum wage and healthcare. Those are pretty good ones. But I'd say workers probably want the minimum wage more. And then student loans. But right now, I like the video I made. We're getting Republicans back in power. So you could say goodbye to all 4 of those in a way. But all 3 gone. They're not coming back for a while. So was time to reflect on what Democrats did and did not do in their priorities issues. So that's all I got, guys. But yeah.